So in this video, we're going to be talking about where to buy cryptocurrencies as well as exchanges. Now, how do you buy your first crypto? There's a bunch of different ways. You can find a friend who has some cryptos that can send them to you, a few Bitcoins, or half a Bitcoin, or 0.01 Bitcoin, that you can give him cash, right? That's a way. Now that's not, the regular approach, but it sometimes happens when friends introduce friends to Bitcoin. Now, another way is by going to a Bitcoin ATM. It's like a regular ATM machine, but where you can transact cash to Bitcoin and Bitcoin to cash. Basically how it works, you go there, you input your cash, and you put in your public key, and they send you the Bitcoins. Or if you want to sell some Bitcoins, you send the Bitcoins and you get cash in return. Now, with Bitcoin ATMs, the problem is that the spread is too high. What does that mean? It means that they make too much money on you, right? It's not very efficient for you to do. Like if you're stuck, if you're in a bad situation, okay, go ahead. But it cannot be your way to go to get and sell Bitcoins. So if the price of Bitcoin right now is, let's say, $10,000, if you go to an ATM machine and you want to buy some Bitcoin, they might charge you somewhere around 8% more. Sometimes it's a bit less, sometimes it's a bit more, but they would literally sell you Bitcoin for $10,800. Now, if you want to buy Bitcoin, they might buy it from you at about 8% less. So let's say $9,200. So they'll buy it for you at that price and sell it to you at that price. That's a huge spread, right? It's like when you go to buy, a Canadian or Japanese yen or Australian dollar, whatever it is you want to buy when you go on vacation, you want to buy the other currency. If you go to those places that buy and sell currencies, they always make a bid on you, right? The Canadian USD might be $1.30. They might buy it for $1.29 or $1.28 and sell it for $1.31 or $1.32. 1 or 2%, but not 8%. That's super huge. But that's what these ATM machines are doing. It's a huge spread. So it's not very efficient for you to do that. But it is one of the options. Another option is by going on local Bitcoin. So localbitcoin.com is a place like, I guess, a place where you can transact with other people who want to buy and sell something, but it's only for Bitcoins, right? So it's not, you can't buy a TV there like these other places that you can go online and buy and sell stuff, but you can only do for cryptos with local people, right? So how it works is you have people who post how much they want to buy Bitcoin at and how much they want to sell Bitcoin at. And these are people in Montreal for me because that's where I live. That's why it's called local Bitcoin. If you log on there, you will see people around you. You have their ratings and how much they're rated and the type of currency that they accept. In this situation, they accept Interact e-transfer. So that's pretty good because it's pretty quick. So you can transact on local Bitcoin and you can buy or sell, and you can see the prices based on if you want to buy or sell. But again, the thing with local Bitcoin is there's also going to be a spread because you're selling or buying from somebody else and they have to make money somewhere. And the spread on local Bitcoin that you can find is often going to range around 5%. So you would be buying 5% below market price, selling 5% below market price and buying 5% above market price, which is a big difference, right? Especially if you can avoid that, why not, right? Why give away those percentage points? So the actual and most preferred way to buy and sell cryptos, and the one we always use, is through exchanges. So you go on an exchange and you buy the currency you want. An exchange is the same, it's just a meeting location for people who want to buy and sell something. So when you're looking at the stock market and you think of the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ, these are exchanges. These are locations where people can go and buy and sell a stock and transact with one another. Now, if you go and you want to buy stocks in, let's say, Facebook, or Apple, well, Apple, you can buy Apple stock on the NASDAQ stock exchange. They don't exist on New York Stock Exchange. They only exist on NASDAQ stock exchange. So you have to go there if you want to buy and sell them. It's the same thing in cryptocurrencies. You have a lot of exchanges. The thing is, you have too many exchanges, hundreds and hundreds of exchanges, right? And on each exchange, there are some cryptocurrencies that are traded, so you can go buy and sell them. Now, there's two types of exchanges. There's what we call gateway exchanges and what we call regular exchanges. Now, what gateway exchanges are basically exchanges that accept fiat currency. So they accept dollars, right? Dollars or Japanese yen or whatever it is, paper currency. They accept paper currency. And because they accept paper currency, there's a lot of regulations that they have to adhere to. And because of that, they don't have a lot of different cryptocurrencies. They usually have only a few, 3 or 4 currencies. They're always going to have Bitcoin, and then some of them are going to have Litecoin, Ethereum, some of them XRP, some of them Bitcoin Cash, but usually about 3 or 4 cryptocurrencies. Now, if you want to buy all these other cryptocurrencies, all these risky currencies, you have to go on a regular exchange. So just an exchange, basically. I call it regular exchange, but nobody actually calls it a regular exchange. We just call exchanges. But the exchanges that accept currency, we call them gateway exchanges. Now, the thing with other exchanges is that they don't accept currency, right? Because there's no way that they can accept all these cryptocurrencies and USD. The only way that they would be able to accept USD is by adhering to all these regulations, and to adhere to all these regulations, they cannot accept most of these cryptocurrencies that are deemed so risky. So the thing is, you're going to have to open accounts on different exchanges. That's guaranteed. You're going to have to open an account on a gateway exchange so you can get some Bitcoins or some Litecoins or some Ethereum, one of those 3-4 cryptocurrencies that they offer. Now, if you want to buy any of these other thousands of cryptocurrencies, you're going to have to transfer the currency that you bought here to the exchange that has these other currencies, and then buy these other currencies on that exchange. And that's what everybody does, and that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to open an account. These are some of the gateway exchanges that are most popular. So Quadriga CX and CoinSquare, which are Canadian exchanges. I'm unsure if they accept other countries to open the accounts there, but probably yes. A quick search and you'd be able to see that. Coinbase is the most popular, and that one is international, I believe. It's based in the US. Probably anybody can open an account there. And you can use those exchanges to buy your first cryptos with fiat currency. Then you'll transfer those currencies to the other exchanges and buy the other altcoins. And that's what we're going to be doing in the upcoming lectures, right? Now, for the exchanges, regular exchanges, here's a list of exchanges based on volume. How much daily... Oh, this is actually based on revenue. Also based on volume, because the revenues is going to be based on volume as well. Daily revenue estimate with CoinMarketCap reported 24-hour volume. Yeah, so these exchanges, they make money by you transacting. They keep a percentage every time you transact. So the more volume one makes, the more revenue they make. Binance is by far the best exchange at the moment in terms of, they're all centralized exchanges, meaning that when you're looking at these exchanges, and I'm going to get into that later in the upcoming lectures, but these exchanges, the wallet, it's their wallet, right? So the coins are there. You have an account with them. They tell you how much coins you have, but the funds are not safe with you. They're on their wallet. So if they get hacked or something happens, those coins disappear. And it did happen that one exchange got hacked. So it's something to watch out for. You never want to keep your coins on the exchange forever. You want to buy, sell, and then transfer the coins back to your wallet, right? But when you're looking at these exchanges, Binance has been by far the safest. Whenever anything bad happened, they were very quick to react. They were very quick to pay back anybody if there was any type of breach, even if those breaches were not really on them, but it was the fault of the users in some situations. They have been very, very good. Not only that, they generate the most volume, so the coins are traded the most there, and they have a wide range of cryptocurrencies that are listed on their exchanges. It's an Asian exchange, the most popular one there, and this is one that we're gonna have a walkthrough on. It's our favorite exchange and the one we use the most. We're also gonna go through Bittrex because Bittrex offers a lot of these other altcoins, and some coins are not going to be available on those exchanges. They're going to be available on other exchanges, and sometimes you're going to end up having to open several exchanges to be able to go and buy those currencies that you desperately want to have. So that does it for this lecture, and I'll see you guys in the next one.